Hi everybody, this is Stephanie and thank you for coming into my kitchen. I'm not cooking today. I just want to talk to you guys about some good news I got about A1c and why I think it's related to COVID. So stick with me and I will tell you my little story, okay? But no cooking today. All right, so how's everybody doing? I'm gonna just be speaking today without no cooking because I had some good news, okay? Well, I went to my doctor. I have to start from the beginning. Before I even go to I went to my doctor. I work, and in March of 2020 I stopped working, and I found out in April that I had COVID. Now, you have to understand that in December of 2019, I did not feel well. I didn't know what was wrong with me, but I did not feel well, and I didn't feel well. I went back to work, but I just still didn't feel well. I was around Christmas when the day after Christmas, I was like out. I was out. And I cook a lot. You guys know I have my videos where I cook for my family and friends, and I did do that because I had bought the food, but I didn't feel well, let's say the middle of December. And I went to the doctor before I actually finished cooking. My daughter brought me to the urgent care, and I got antibiotics for it at that point. The urgent care people said my blood pressure was normal, but my daughter's looking at it, she's like, it's not normal. It's a little on the high side, I think she said. And I just didn't want to be bothered with them, so I'm like, just give me my medicine, let me out of here, I gotta go. And I got my medicine, I took my medicine, and I really didn't feel well after I did finish my dinner, and I had a lot of people at the house, and we had a good time, but the very next day, I was out. And before they came, I was still out. I was laying down, which I never do. I get up and I don't take naps, but I had to lay down because I was just plain exhausted. So anyway, onward, I was out laying for a week or so, and then I went to my regular doctor. I got more antibiotics from him, and he also realized that my blood pressure, in fact, was really low. So he took me off my blood pressure medicine, and I think my potassium was also high. So he went and he told me to take a test for my heart to make sure everything was good, because my mom died at 71 from a massive heart attack. So, he just wanted to make sure everything was good, but he took me off my water pills that I was actually on. So I didn't take them, and that test came out fine. My heart was good, but I still didn't feel well. So what I did, I still went to work. And when I go to work, I have to walk up several flights of stairs from the subway. I take the train, and then I have to take a subway to get to work, and I have to walk up several flights of stairs to get to work. And usually I don't have a problem. I realize I gained weight because, again, I'm working, and I was probably there on average from 8:30 in the morning until sometimes 6:30, 7:30, or later at night before I leave, and I didn't get home till 9 and 10 o'clock at night. So I was eating, when I got home, a little something crazy like McDonald's or something, some sandwich sort of food, and I had to eat a little something, but it wasn't good. And then for lunch too, I would have whatever, pizza, whatever the girls wanted. We had pizza and, that kind of fast food stuff. And I still didn't get up out of my seat because I'm answering the phone at work and stuff. I just never moved. I stopped moving like I used to move. So I knew all that was going on, and I said, maybe I gained too much weight. And so when I'm walking up the stairs, I'm like, I can't breathe. I had to literally stop, like at a flight, and just catch my breath. Then I tried to get up the rest of the stairs, and I stop again and catch my breath. I did not know what was wrong with me. So I kept going. Here comes March, and they close us down, thank God. Thank God for COVID. They closed us down. It stopped me from running, and trying to get to work and trying to take care of everything. So that, I say thank God for COVID, for me anyway, in that area. So I actually, you know, I actually was thinking, okay, it's COVID, but it's like a snow day. So we were eating and we were, you know, snacking, and, you know, I'm telling you, pancakes and English, I had English muffin anyway, but pancakes and French toast and bacon and eggs, and I was cooking. I enjoyed cooking, and we were eating, but it was too much. It was too much. So, but I still was, you know, I was still cool, you know, I was still doing what I have to do. But in April of 2020, I was diagnosed with COVID. And they said at that point, yeah, you got it. Like, it's a high level. So I was like, wow, I can't believe this, you know. So I was, you know, I made sure to try to take care of myself at that point, and like try to get enough rest, and you know, try to, you know, make sure I'm using a vaporizer or whatever, because then I did realize that I couldn't breathe. Oh, and I couldn't breathe, or I was having trouble breathing. I definitely had lost my taste and my smell and all of that. I couldn't smell, I couldn't taste things. And I also realized that my legs were aching. I was achy. And my knees were hurting, and my whole legs, both of my legs were hurting. I had bad knees, so I just thought, you know, it's my knees. But as I stood up, was like almost falling back down, and I thought it was my knees. Went to an orthopedic doctor, he gave me some medicine, and he also told me that I have to have some physical therapy and all this kind of stuff. It was like I was just totally breaking down. Now I realized it was all had to do with COVID, but I didn't know I had that at the time. But once I found out I had it, I took care of myself. I got myself together, and, you know, I took good care of myself, so that, you know, in May, I took a test, and they said, you know, I don't have it anymore. And then I took the antibody test, and they also said that I had high levels of antibody, like I had it recently. So I really do feel like I had it from December until May, just to say that part about it. And also at that same time, when I had the blood drawn in the urgent care, they said, "Oh my gosh, your blood pressure is ridiculously high." I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? So I said, just leave me alone. I don't like you using those blood pressure things, those automatic ones. I want you to do it the normal, regular way. And they couldn't, but I said, but they insisted that I go to my doctor immediately, so I did. I went to my doctor immediately. He had me sit down for a while, and he said, yeah, your blood pressure is a little high. Not crazy for him, but it was a little high at that point. And then he asked me, so you're not taking the blood pressure medicine? I said, no, you took me off of it. So, okay, I'm gonna give you a different one. He gave me a different blood pressure medicine. Then he made me come back in again and take some blood, at which time my blood sugar was 6.5. And at that time, he said he's gonna put me on medicine. And I was like, oh, heck no, you not. Heck no, you not. I'm not having that. I'm not doing it. So around that time, I started to look into Weight Watchers. And I looked into Gnome, I think it was called, but I didn't like that. So then I just went straight and I started doing Weight Watchers again. And that taught me that to look at my food and what I'm really eating, and to count my, to make sure that I'm not, I can eat what I want, but I had to make sure that I was only eating the proper amount. Plus to make sure that I was eating my vegetables and eating my, drinking my water and eating the proper portion sizes and that sort of thing. So I was going through foods to see what I could eat, what I couldn't eat. And I was still trying to eat like I used to eat, because I ate a sandwich every morning. I had a sandwich. I had bacon and eggs and cheese on a roll every morning. And I had coffee, and I used the creamer. I used that creamer, the vanilla creamer or one of those. I used to use that, and I like my coffee light, so I used to use a lot of that. Went through those 2 maybe a week, and I was using them at work. I was the only one drinking them, because that's what I wanted. So I used that, and I took that a lot. I drank that a lot because that's how I like my coffee. But I realized that there was a lot of sugar in that now, and really more importantly, it was the bread. Because I had bread for breakfast, which I always had the roll. Then lunchtime, I had something, a sandwich, pizza, you know, something with some bread, mostly bread in it. Somehow, there was somehow bread in it. I know that hamburger, something had bread in it, you know. So I had that regularly. And then at dinner time, I probably another hamburger. Not a stitch of nothing green, nothing, no vegetables hardly. I wasn't eating any of that kind of stuff. That is what I was eating, you know. And then when I got home late, I would still have a hamburger, which was, you know, and French fries. And that just tore my stomach up. It made it really hard for me to sleep too, because of the time I was eating. And that just really just didn't do a good thing for me. And then of course, with us having snow days, then I'm still acting crazy and eating all kinds of things I shouldn't have been eating. But so I told him I'm not doing that, not doing it. The next thing I know, I put myself on a strict, I'm not going to call it a diet, a strict way of life. I had to change my ways. I had to change, you know, and I did that. And in October, when I got my next checkup from him, it went from, my A1c went from 6.5 to 5.7. So he was thrilled, and so was I. I lost, I went from 191 pounds to, I think at that point I might have been 168 or something like that, in that range. So I was really happy with myself. I was happy. I also got up out of the chair from work, and I got out and I walked and I walked. I used my cell phone, which is if I had a phone call or if I had to check an email, I used my cell phone. I could use stuff while I was out in the air, getting some air and getting some vitamin D, and you know, that's how I handled it. And it worked out really good for me. I enjoy walking, and I got out there and I was walking all over the neighborhood, you know, everywhere, whenever I can. I was enjoying myself and I walked. But now it's getting colder outside, and you know, the Christmas and Thanksgiving is coming again, and I like to cook and I like to eat, I'm telling you. But I started eating, I would make cookies, but I made them, I baked them. I didn't buy cookies, I made my cookies. I made my cakes. Everything that I almost ate, I cooked myself. And I still ate it, I'm telling you, I ate it. And I'd say I went up between, you know, up and down between 3 to 5 pounds at most. 5 is a lot, I didn't even go up that high. It was between 3 and 5 pounds. I still stuck with drinking my water. I still eat my vegetables. I still don't really have too much bread. I do eat potatoes, and I don't like rice, but I'll have rice because I know I ain't gonna eat that much of it. I eat sweets. I've had ice cream during this time. I've eaten what I want to eat, but I try to make sure, particularly portion size, and I try to make sure I'm having something green when I'm eating. And I also try to eat before 6, you know, before 6:30 at least, way before 6:30. I really try to eat before then. With me being home, I'm able to eat something that I need in the morning. I usually have, now I have, because before I was eating still English muffin with 1 egg and some bacon on a roll, and I still have coffee. Now I don't even drink coffee anymore. In general, I have it if I have to go out, I'll have some coffee. I like coffee, but I don't drink it every day. I have tea with lemon every day, every single day. And I put sugar in it, but I have tea with lemon every day. I go through some lemons, boy, but I don't go through that coffee creamer, coffee mate. I don't do that every day. I don't have that generally at all. And but I have 3 eggs, 3 boiled eggs. There's no grease in it. I have 3 boiled eggs and about 4 slices of bacon every morning. period. And a cup of tea. That's my breakfast. I am full, and when I eat it, it's closer to 10:30 when I really eat. And you know, because I can get up later. I can watch my, you know, I can check my email at 9 o'clock, and I could be in the bed checking my email. But I check my email at 9 o'clock, and then I get myself up, get myself ready, and I make myself something to eat, and I'm checking emails in between while I can do that. And I can still be on the phone taking phone calls and business phone calls and whatnot. That's what I do. And then by 10:30-ish, then I'm really on the computer and getting some other work done until, you know, and I don't even really eat lunch because I just ate at 10:30 and I'm not really hungry. So, but I can take a break and get ready for, take a break and go for a walk, and I could take a break and get ready and look at what I'm gonna eat for dinner. My dinner usually is done, sometimes done, because you know you can put it up and go about your business and keep working, and it cooks by itself. So I know what I'm gonna eat for dinner, you know, and I have my dinner early enough. And then I might snack, I'm gonna tell you. Then I might get some potato chips, I might have some cookies, or even some ice cream or something. I might eat something else, you know, as a snack or dessert afterwards. I will eat that. And because I'm getting more rest, because I don't have to get up and be up at 6:30 in the morning, and, you know, don't come home until 9:30, 9 o'clock, 10, whatever it happened to be. But it's usually late. On a good day, I'm not home until 6 o'clock, on a good day. And then you don't cook at 6 o'clock when you come home at 6 o'clock. You know, you don't feel like cooking after you got home. And then eating, what time the heck you gonna eat? But that was my life. And you know, I was killing myself. So, but I was a little like, I gotta go see my doctor again, you know, and I know I've been cheating, and I hope that my A1c is, you know, good, you know. So he took my blood pressure, and he took my blood, and he said my blood pressure was great. You can tell my heart was good. I wasn't having any lung problems or anything like that, thank God. And then, you know, my report came back, and I'm telling you, I couldn't be happier. My A1c went down to 5.5. So in less than 1 year, my A1c went down to 5.5. And I'm actually not even pre-diabetic anymore, okay? I gained 2-3 pounds, but I'm going back outside and make sure I can get my walking done. And even, I got to tell y'all, even if I'm home, when I'm home, I may be on the phone, taking a phone call, I am pacing, talking to somebody on the phone. And because the phone goes with me. It's not like I have to sit there in this cord and I can't get, I take my phone with me and I can still talk as I'm walking. And if you could work from home, you know, I think it's a great thing. I mean, maybe people miss other people, but I get phone calls all the time. I have work to do. I get my work done definitely at I'm more clear-minded. I'm not being disturbed all day if I was at work. And even if, you know, if I have to, and if I need more time, I could just still get online, get my work done after work. You know, I could still work on stuff for work after work if I need to. And it's so much better. So I wanted to say, it took my niece, you know, and a lot of my friends really died from it. But and I really got to say thank you to God, because he removed me from a situation that was killing me. It literally was killing me. If I was to keep on going the way I was, I would definitely be diabetic. I would definitely be on more medicine, and I would be exhausted, you know, and more exhausted. You know, I get tired, I guess. I don't know if that's from after effects of the COVID or whatever. I get tired, but at least I can rest. I can, you know, I can clear my mind. I even can go out and I look at the window at my tulips, and because I planted tulips last fall, and they're coming up now, and they are beautiful. And I can watch watch and see that my gardener don't pick it out. You know, you got to watch the gardener, because he be raking up things that's not supposed to be raked up. So I happened to check him out when he came, and I was like, no, leave my tulips alone. And they are beautiful. You know, I can go out and do things like that. Go plant things and look at things and enjoy my life and enjoy my family and enjoy my friends and enjoy everything. It's been, for me, and I have seen what you can do if you change. If you take a look at what you've been eating, and if you start cooking your own food and understand what you put in your food, and then you eat it. If you make it taste good, and that's just a matter of seasoning, it's a matter of spices. It's not really, you're not really having it, you don't really have to add too much sugar or salt or anything like that. You just need to season it well, and you will eat it, and you will like it. I'm telling you. So if anybody wants to think about losing some weight, or, you know, taking care of their blood pressure or their A1c or whatever, you know, you really, the first step to that is to cook your own food if you can. Stop eating out. Cook your own food. Cook it, and you know what's in it. So I'm going to say that as I end this video. But I really wanted to say, one, thank you guys for always being there, for liking and subscribing and sharing and listening. And I hope I help everybody. I hope I help people. But I'm telling you, I'm really hoping I help you with this. Watch your A1c. You do not want to get to be diabetic. You do not want to depend on insulin and medicines, and you just need to eat right. You need to cook your own food. You need to eat right, and you need to get outside and get some exercise. Just walk around. And I'm not jumping rope and all that. I used to. I can't jump rope no more, but I am outside and I am walking around, and I am really, really pleased. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. This might be too long, but I just wanted to tell you guys some good news. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.